Hi, welcome to Henry Read Books YouTube channel. Today we'll read Pete the Cat's Not So Groovy Day by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete wakes up. He swings his leg over the bed. Brrr. The floor is cold. The floor is cold. Pete looks down. Oh no. One of his slippers is missing. This is not groovy, Pete says. Pete is ready to get dressed. He puts on his pants. He puts on his socks. He looks for his coolest shirt. Oh no. His best shirt is dirty. Pete puts on his second best shirt. This shirt is cool. Oh, this shirt is cool too, he says. Pete's tummy rumbles. He is hungry. He hopes Mom made fish. Mom gives Pete a plate. It is eggs. Eggs are not groovy, Pete says. Pete's eggs are good, but they are not what he wanted. His morning is not off to a good start. Time for school, Mom says. Get your bag, Pete. You don't want to be late. Pete picks up his bag. Oh no! All his books fall out. Pete looks at the floor. It is a mess. Pete has a lot of books. Hurry up, Pete, Mom says. The bus is here. Pete picks up his books. He runs outside. But Pete is too late. The bus is gone. It left without him. Pete starts to walk. Walking is not cool, he says. Then Pete sees a bird, but that bird is cool. Pete gets to school. He sits down. Pete, you are late, his teacher says. It's time to draw. Now Pete is happy. He loves to draw. He loves to use lots of color. Pete opens his bag. Oh no! His crayons are not there. They must be at home. Pete draws with a pen. He does not like his art. It only has one color. This art is not groovy, he says. In music class, Pete plays his guitar. His song is groovy. Pete starts to feel better. Oh no! Pete's pick breaks. He cannot play anymore. I do not feel cool, Pete says. At recess, Pete sits under a tree. He wants to go home. Pete does not like this day. Callie sees Pete. She sits next to him. You look sad, Callie says. What is wrong? Pete tells Callie all about his day. Nothing has gone my way. Today is not groovy, Pete says. Not groovy at all. Callie smiles. Some days are groovy, some are not. You will be okay, Pete. You are the coolest cat I know. Pete looks up. He smiles. You are right, Callie. Today is not groovy, but I am groovy. I am cooler than any bad day. Way to go, Pete, Callie says. Now let's go play. Pete and Callie swing on the swings. They slide down the slide. They kick a ball back and forth. Pete smiles. He is happy. Today is groovy after all. Today we're going to read Pete the Cat, Pete's Big Lunch by James Dean. Here comes Pete. It is lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. What should Pete eat? A sandwich would be nice. Yes, Pete wants a sandwich. Pete opens the fridge. He takes out a loaf of bread. He finds yummy fish. He adds tomato and mayo. Pete looks at his sandwich. It is too small. Something is missing. Pete knows what he needs. A sandwich needs an apple. Pete loves apples. His sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy. Pete loves crunchy crackers. Pete looks at his sandwich again. It is still too small. Pete is very hungry. Pete adds a pickle. Pete adds a cheese. Pete adds an egg, 2 hot dogs, a banana, and a can of beans. Something is missing. Pete adds ice cream. He takes 3 huge scoops. Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete the cat. Pete wonders what to do. Pete thinks and thinks. I've got it, Pete says. Pete calls all of his friends. He asks them to come over. Everyone goes to Pete's house. They're all very hungry. Pete shows them his big lunch. Are you hungry? asks Pete. Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They like Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, Pete says. Sharing is cool. Today, we are going to read Pete the Cat and the Sprinkle Stealer by Kimberly and James Dean. You know Secret Agent Meow. You know Secret Agent Meow. He's also known as Pete the Cat. You've got a new case, Secret Agent Meow. Not that blasted ancient claw again. Meow's new case hits close to home. Agent Claw stole our recipe for rainbow sprinkle cookies. The big baking contest is tomorrow. With that recipe, he'll win it all. Don't worry, Agent Meow is on the case. Meow tracks Ancient Claw with the Tact Track 2000. This leads to Gus's house. Agent Meow, I'm making banana bread for the contest, but my sugar is gone. How strange. The secret recipe isn't here either. Gus, you haven't seen Ancient Claw, have you? No, I haven't, but I did find this. Aha! Sugar trail. Don't worry, my ant bot can follow this no problem. Look, it leads to Callie's house. Agent Meow, I'm baking cupcakes for the contest, but my rainbow sprinkles are gone. And there's no secret recipe hidden in here either. Callie, have you seen Ancient Claw? No, I haven't, but look at this trail. I'll use the sprinkle scanner to see where they go. Rainbow sprinkle detected. The sprinkles are leading me to Grumpy Toad's house. Why so grouchy, Grumpy Toad? I'm baking brownies for the contest, but my chocolate chips are gone. Agent Meow, I detect chocolate chips nearby. Beep beep. There they are. I'll use the chip-o-meter to follow their trail. Agent Meow, I'm baking apple pie for the baking contest, but my butter is gone. Agent Claw strikes again. Squirrel, have you seen him? No, but I did hear a strange beeping sound. Or strange beeping earlier. I'll see if I can hear the beeping with my Mega Meow. I think I got something. The Mega Meow led me straight to Agent Claw. Agent Claw pushes a button that opens a secret door. That must be Agent Claw's secret lair. Super Seers activate. Snap, click, pop, zoop. What's he up to now? Look, there it is. The secret recipe. And all the ingredients too. Gotcha, Claw. Hand over the recipe. You're too late. I've already set it to self-destruct. If I can't have the recipe, no one can. Agent Meow springs into action. 5, 4, 3, 2. Not on my watch. Got it. Deactivate it. Later, Claw got away, but I found the recipe and all of your missing stuff. Yay! Secret Agent Meow closes another case. Thank you, Secret Agent Meow. Solving this case was extra sweet. Today, we'll be reading Pete the Cat Saves Up by Kimberly and James Dean. Pete the cat loves the toy store. There are so many groovy things, like the new robot shark toy. It's the coolest. Pete really wants a shark bot, but Pete didn't bring any money. At home, Pete checks his bank. It's almost empty. He does not have enough money to buy a shark bot. Pete thinks of ideas for how to earn money so he can buy a shark bot. Pete looks out the window. It's snowing. He knows what to do. Pete shovels snow for his neighbor. Great job, said Grumpy Toad's dad. He pays Pete for his work. Thank you, Pete says. Pete thinks about buying hot cocoa, but he saves his money. He will make hot cocoa at home. Pete counts his money. It's not enough to buy a shark bot. That's okay. He puts the money in his bank. What can I do next, he thinks. Then the snow melts. Mom offers to pay Pete if he helps her plant flowers. You did a great job, Pete, Mom says. Mom pays Pete for his work. Pete thinks about buying a ticket for the movies, but Pete saves his money. He will watch a movie at home. Pete counts his money. Getting closer, Pete says. He puts the money in his bank. It's very hot outside. Pete knows what to do. He sets up a lemonade stand. Everyone shows up to buy a cup of cold lemonade. Yummy, says Gus. Pete hears the ice cream truck. He thinks about buying an ice pop, but Pete saves his money. He will eat one from the freezer. Pete counts his money. Almost there, Pete says. He puts his money in the bank. When summer ends, Pete has saved almost enough to buy a shark bot. He's so close. He rakes leaves for Grandma. Awesome, Grandma says, and pays Pete for his work. Pete thinks about buying a spooky mask for Halloween. But Pete saves his money. He makes his own spooky mask. He puts his money in his bank. The bank looks full. Wow, says Pete. Pete counts the money in his bank. He has saved enough to buy a shark bot. Yay, Pete cheers. Mom, Dad, and Bob cheers too. Great job saving up, they say. The next day, Pete brings his money to the toy store. Pete hands his money to the clerk. The clerk hands Pete his new shark bot toy. Pete loves his shark bots. But now, Pete really wants a rocket racer for his shark bot to ride. Pete does not have enough money for the rocket racer, but he knows what to do. Saving up is cool. Today, we'll be reading Pete the Cat and the Lost Tooth by James Dean. Pete lost a tooth. Put it under your pillow, his mom says. The tooth fairy will come. Pete put the tooth under his pillow. He closes his eyes. He hears a jingle. It is the Tooth Fairy. I am very busy tonight, she says. I can help, says Pete. Great! She gives Pete magic wings. He can fly. Visit these cool kids, says the Tooth Fairy. Just take the tooth and leave a coin, she says. Pete is ready to go. Callie is first on the list. There is Callie's lost tooth. Pete takes the tooth. He leaves a coin for Callie. Alligator is next on the list. Look! Alligator's lost tooth. Careful, it's very sharp. Pete takes the tooth. He leaves a coin for Alligator. Gus, the platypus, is next on the list. Uh-oh. Where's the tooth? The tooth is not here. The tooth is not there. The tooth is not anywhere. Where is Gus's lost tooth? The lost tooth is lost. Does Pete panic? Nope. He knows what to do. Look, Gus is awake. Where is your tooth, Gus? Pete asks. Platypus does not have teeth, says Gus. But I still want to be a part of the Tooth Fairy fun. No worries, says Pete. Pete puts a coin under Gus's pillow. Thank you, Gus says. You're welcome, says Pete. Good night, Gus. Great work, Pete, says the Tooth Fairy. No problem, says Pete. Not everyone is the same, but being kind is always cool. Today, we'll be reading Pete the Cat and the Snow Daze by James Dean. Pete the Cat wakes up and gets ready for school. He has show and tell today. There is no school today, says Pete's mom. It's a snow day. Hooray! Yells Pete. Let's go sledding, says Pete. Great idea, says his brother Bob. Pete puts on his hat, boots, and mitts. I'm ready to go, he says. On the way, Pete makes snowballs. He throws one at Bob. Bob throws one back. Pete makes a snowcat. Snow days are way more fun than school days, he says. Sledding hills. Here we come, says Pete. He can't wait to get there. Pete waves to Callie. Come sledding with us, he says. The hill is big. Trey and Emma look small at the top. Crunch, crunch, goes the snow, as Pete, Bob, and Callie go up, up, and up. Whee!
they yell as they go down, down, down. I love snow days, says Pete. On the way home, Pete and Bob stop at Trey's house. The hot chocolate is yummy. What a fun day, says Pete. Tomorrow at school, I'll tell my class all about it. Pete wakes up to more snow. It's not a school day, it's another snow day. Pete makes a snow fort. He throws snowballs. He makes a snow dog. Then he has fun sledding. He can't wait to tell his teacher about it. But the next day is a snow day too. There's too much snow. Pete and Bob can barely open the front door. Before you go sledding, please shovel the walk, says Mom. But shoveling is hard work. When Pete is done, he's too tired to go sledding. Pete misses his teacher. He misses the other cats in his class. Pete can't wait to go back to school tomorrow. But when Pete wakes up, it's snowing. Oh no, he says, not another snow day. Pete wants to go to school, so Pete plows the street all by himself. The other cats rush outside. They help clear the snow. Everyone wants to go to school. The streets are clear and safe. The bus can drive. School is opened. All the kids are excited to see their teacher. He has a snow day show and tell. When it's Pete's turn, he tells everyone about the fun he had in the snow. I love snow days, says Pete, but I love school best.
Pete the Cat and the Surprise Teacher by James Dean. Pete is ready for school. Where's Mom? Pete asked. She has a surprise for you, says Pete's dad. Pete goes to school. His mom is there. What a surprise. Hi, class. I am Mrs. Cat, says Pete's mom. I am the substitute teacher. I will need your help today, says Pete's mom. What do we do first? Art, says Pete. Yeah, says the class. The class lines up. Pete's mom leads the line. Is this art? Asks Pete's mom. Boing. This is not art. This is gym. Stay and play, says the gym teacher. The class plays. Gym is fun with more kids, says Pete. Gym is over. Pete's mom takes the class to art. La la la. This is not art. This is music. Stay and sing, says the music teacher. The class sings. We are louder with more kids, says Pete. Rumble. Pete is hungry. Time for lunch. This is not the lunchroom. This is the playground. Let's have a picnic, says Pete. Now it is time for art, says Pete's mom. Everyone cheers. Pete leads the class. Is this art? Asks Pete's mom. It is. Lots of kids making art. Oh no, says the art teacher. It is too late to join us. The day is almost over. The class goes to their classroom. I know, says Pete. Let's make art here, he says. Okay, says Pete's mom. Pete calls a huddle. Whisper, whisper. The class plans a surprise. Pete draws. Callie makes paper cats. Everyone helps. Surprise, says Pete. The class makes art for Pete's mom. Thank you, Miss Cat, says the class. We had a great day with you. Sometimes a different day is an awesome day. Thank you very much for joining me today in reading Pete the Cat. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.